Before we get started, I'm trying to have Patreon this tier. I've made several solid posts recently. Just some stuff about my personal plans for crafting things, and then like I said, tips for each of the bosses in raid for normal and heroic and all the talents, and then kind of the same thing for Mythic Plus, a guide to like the talents and everything, and then just some random membership stuff. So feel free to check that out if you're interested. But enjoy the video. Okay, hello. Wanted to record this video for Soulbinder because currently I rank 1 all mages. Not a lot of people killing Soulbinder right now, so that's quite likely to change because this wasn't exceptionally played. But one of the perks of raiding on a Friday, Saturday is first week, you come in a little bit more geared than most people. So, yep, rank 1. We're gonna talk about this and any sort of tips that kind of come up over the course of the fight. Here's kind of what my gear's looking like. I got 4-piece, 1 normal helm, but it's 704, and I'm 701. I have a void glass sword, which is pretty nice. The main thing to mention, and I have normal boots, but the main thing to mention is I kind of have trash trinkets. Ideally, you would want this to be a Parapodia and a Screaming Sky from Dementius if you're playing Frostfire on this fight. I don't have either of those, so instead I'm running Sack Brood and the trinket that drops off this guy, but from Heroic, which is not a good trinket. It's actually quite terrible, but the only other trinket I have to run is Male Mental, and Male Mental is very strong in single target, but this is not a single target fight. So the massive int and the incredibly minor damage that this trinket does is just worth more than playing Male Mental in this fight. But yeah. So let's watch it. You can hit Cone of Cold, the Cone of Cold combo on this fight. It's a little tricky. I'm just playing the full M plus talents, right? There's just enough AoE that lives long enough that you'll play it for now. So. I can flurry early there because I had a Fingers of Frost. And then I'm kind of just saving this Comet Storm for the ads. So it's only your second pull, so I'm not like crazy comfortable with this. So you're gonna see some inefficient movement stuff. But yeah, so here you want to be like inside the ad, and then you can do the Cone of Cold combo. I'm doing a lot of Glacial Spikes into flurries. Yeah, I was not, super comfortable with the 4-set quite yet, because I'd only really just gotten it. And you'll see me do that sometimes where I like Frostbolt Flurry and Icicle early. I'm trying to Gamba. You have a pretty high chance of, getting an extra Icicle proc and then, being totally fine to Glacial Spike. So here, no kind of gold, so you just do a Comet Storm and then has some AoE. These things can't be rooted. In fact, all of the ads in the fight can't be rooted, which is actually quite terrible for us. If they could be rooted, that would be very solid, but they can't. So ideally, I would have shifting power at some point earlier, but yeah. I can't really use my orb currently. I think I'm going to, Comet Storm and then shifting power so I can get my Icy Veins out. Then you might be like, man, why are you shifting power, or using Icy Veins when the ads are on 13 seconds? I mean, it'll overlap some of them. This is really bad. I wasn't far enough in the hitbox, so I actually missed my Cone of Cold there, which is really terrible because these ads die really fast. And I didn't even Comet Storm him, and now I don't have Cone of Cold for this ad set. So you can see this is not any sort of exceptional rank 1 kill. It's, I don't know what the people playing Frost are doing. Maybe they didn't have 2-set. Who knows? Or 4-set. Yeah, so none of these ads are freezable. Kind of unfortunate. I did the flurry just to shatter the Comet Storm against this target, and also it's going to shatter my Glacial Spike and Power Blast. So it's totally fine, again, to overcap Icicles to shatter your Power Blast and Glacial Spike. It's in fact better to do than to press Glacial Spike, or Glacial Spike into Flurry. So here it's fine for me to use Comet Storm. I do sometimes aggressively flurry when I am about to shifting power. In that case, it also worked out because I had a Fierce Frost, which I will also have here. So it again works out. I'm holding my Comp Storm. It's like there, I technically shouldn't have flurried, but I did it anyway. See, you have to stand inside the ad to actually get that cold combo. Yeah, it's honestly like those ads have way too low HP. You see how fast they're dying, and it's week one with week one gear. You get like a raid damage amp and week two gear, and these ads are gonna get like literally insta killed. You're gonna be playing full single target on this fight in like a week or 2 weeks. So yeah. So here I'm gonna Icy Veins. Is possible. It's probably likely that you should maybe hold for the actual ad set, and then that would have also lined up well here if you held for the last ad set. Um, but yeah, the purple puddle goes wherever you land, so this is not really that strong of Icy Veins. And yeah, you can Naked Flurry anytime over 3 as Frostfire with the tier set. There's just a lot of stuff you can do as Frostfire, a little bit different from kind of what I told you the rotation was. Like I could have flurried before the Glitch Spike here. Yeah, I also missed this Cone of Cold. It's a little finicky. It might even be possible that some of these are like literally a pixel further apart. But obviously I shouldn't have used those two Cone of Colds because they're right before the ad sets, and this is, a bunch more ads. So very much something that will get surpassed quickly. But yeah. I mean, you get more Icy Veins cast out in the encounter, doing it what I did, and then you'll also um, it will line up with like the last ad set, so that's nice at least. But I think I get a little bit of it here as well. Yeah, press Comet Storm. Ideally maybe I wouldn't have used it since the ads are still out and I can Cone of Gold, but I mean, I should have tapped Art Flurried, but I also should have tapped Art Flurried there. So here, holding my Comet Storm for the ads, and I'll do the Cone of Gold combo. If, it manages to hit, which I believe this one will. Yep, there you go. So these ones, like, I don't feel like I'm too terribly different where I'm standing position-wise, but, maybe. This was a bad shift in power. I should have waited until after I used Comet Storm and then used it, because now I kind of have to hold my Comet Storm. But I didn't end up getting a flurry, so holding the Comet Storm was right anyway. So yeah. See, we have ads in 40 seconds, my Icy Veins in 34, so yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, you don't really need to care that much about like space management, because now we were gonna go ahead and just do this center area. And I should have Comet Storm, or wait, no, I guess not Comet Storm was fine here, because we're gonna break the ads, so I will Comet Storm here. And it'll still be up for the next ad set, because I have the shifting power. I just cancel it because the boss is gonna die. So yeah. Again, I'm kind of like doing an abridged version of things because the boss is gonna die soon. Ideally, I would have, flurried before that Glacier Spike as well. I thought he was gonna die like a second earlier there even. But yeah, so that's what that looked like. You can definitely see where the improvements would have happened, and someone will come by and do this better very soon, perhaps even before this locks in. So this is what the overall damage is looking like. Yeah, this trinket doing 1.7, not great. My sharded glass thing doing 0.9. I am technically I did technically also get rank 1 on Lumathar. So that'll be a video tomorrow, I guess. L4G, no, sorry, just like to meme on him because I'm friends with him. But yeah, so this will probably be a video tomorrow going over Lumathar. And I do have 4-piece now, so I'm gonna be looking to get like some N plus videos out this week, hopefully. I know that's what most people are interested in. My guild's also technically 4th in the race right now. That's just what happens when you don't really do splits. See, here we are. Well, we're so much better than Echo. But yeah, so a lot of guilds I think opted to split Mythic, which is very fair. There's honestly, if you don't think Lumathar is going to give you trouble, there's no reason to do Lumathar week 1. You should do, a split of Soulbinder and Plexus, because this, gear from Soulbinder and Plexus is just a lot better. Like, only antenna and tier really matter from Lumathar, and that's really not good enough, versus like potentially getting a second void or third void glass staff on another member of your raid is insane from Soulbinder. So yeah, 100%. A lot of guilds just split it. Honestly, Pop Tart Corn Dog probably split it too. Like, I don't know, but yeah. So we're gonna get absolutely gapped come next week. But it was a good first week. Very, very productive.